What is going on, lads, and welcome to my first video since I hit 5k subs, which to me is an absolute massive achievement. So I'm making this video a little bit special as a thank you to all you lads who've supported me and helped me out. You know who you are. I'm not going to thank all of you, as this video would be boring as shit if I just sat here thanking people, but you know who you are and I really do appreciate it. Before we get on to the questions, I know I haven't uploaded much recently. It's been like a week since I uploaded the Pokemon FIFA episode. I've been doing revision and essays and shit like that. I've been quite busy with university work. So I'll leave a link to the Pokemon FIFA playlist in the description. Go and check it out. Make sure you're up to date before it does come back. I'll either have an episode up tonight or definitely up tomorrow. So make sure you're all up to date before I get another one out. So, questions. I put a video up asking for questions, so I'll answer them ones in a minute, but I have just tweeted out asking if anyone's got some last minute questions to ask me. So I'll answer the Twitter ones first, and then we'll move on to the video. So Rayman HD has just tweeted me asking if I would fuck a rabbit for 500 quid. Now, I'm not quite sure, I'm not at all sure on what the going rate for a prostitute is, but I'm pretty sure it'd be about a couple of £100. I was watching someone prank call a prostitute before and she said it was going for about a couple of $100. So I think I'd rather fuck 2 people for 500 quid than 1 rabbit for 500 quid. So if I was going to fuck anything for money, I'd make it a person. Just Right 92 has tweeted me saying, do you even lift? And now I know this is a troll question, but on the topic of lifting, once I've finished my exams, I will be hitting the gym hard, as some people would say. Gonna get myself fit, back into the football and stuff like that. So at the moment I don't lift, but in a couple of weeks then I will be lifting, yeah. So there's the answer to that. The Chems, or FIFA Chems, has tweeted asking if I've ever been to Belgium or whether I want to go to Belgium. Now, I have actually been to Belgium, but it was absolutely ages ago, so I can't remember it. It was on a school trip in like year 8 or something like that. So I wouldn't mind going back, although when I do go on holidays, it tends to be somewhere slightly warmer, as like a relaxing, lie on the beach type of holiday. So I don't know if I'd be going back in the near future, but I wouldn't mind going back. It's like a little sightseeing, maybe a weekend away or something like that. Bebuku has asked me a really weird question, asking whether I'd rather suck a 90-year-old man. I'm not even going to answer that question. Let's skip over that one. FIFA Trading Tips has asked me where I got the idea for Pokemon FIFA, and honestly I don't really know. I remember watching Baton87, that is, and he loves to rub this in my face, the fact that I sent him a message asking whether I could do a CD similar than his, just because fanboys and stuff like that on YouTube are absolutely mental, and if you copy someone's CDs they go absolutely nuts at you. So I sent him a message because he was doing his Road to Glory wager showdowns, which he's actually not allowed to do anymore because EA have had to go at him for wagering players and you're not allowed to gamble in the game. But anyway, I'm digressing. Basically, he used to wager for a player and he'd start with a bronze team or a silver team, I think it was actually. And if he won the wager, he would upgrade it to a non-rare silver, and then if he won the next wager for that position, he'd upgrade it to a non-rare gold, etc, etc. And I really liked the idea, but wanted to make it a little bit different. Obviously I couldn't just steal his series, nor did I have the coins to fund being able to wager for all these expensive players, and I really have no idea where the Pokemon aspect of it came from. I can't remember not thinking of it, and I can't remember the moment when I thought, oh yeah, that's what I'll do. It's sort of, as far as I can remember, I've always had the idea, so I really no idea where it came from. I'm so glad it did, as my channel's like exploded with it, but I can't say for sure where it came from. The next question, and this one is off the video, is from 427Tam, and he's asked me which uni I go to, and that is the University of York. Lyric97 has asked me the worst player that I've ever used on Ultimate Team, and that's probably got to be Igor Akinfeev. On both FIFA 13 and FIFA 12, he is probably the worst goalkeeper I have used out of every single goalkeeper, bronze to gold. He's worse than the bronze goalkeepers. He just has an absolute nightmare all the time. His stats look insane, but he can't catch a ball, stop a ball, anything. He can't do close down a player. He's just absolutely terrible. Everything just goes to shit and somehow ends up in the back of the net, no matter what he does. TBRH Kyle has asked me, do I like cream eggs? Yes, I do quite like cream eggs. I don't eat them that much. I prefer to just eat normal chocolate rather than chocolate filled with other stuff. 2009 Rev has asked me, why aren't you Alp? That's basically a running joke in the Twitch community, that I sound exactly the same as Alp27HD. Now, to an outsider, we probably do sound the same, as we are both Scouse. I'm not sure whereabouts in Liverpool he's from, but I don't think it's from by me, because to me he sounds very different to me, but obviously I can see to outsiders we probably sound exactly the same. Woot Duck has asked me who the pizza scammer is. Now, I'm pretty sure I know who the pizza scammer is, but I'm not going to mention it in a video as it'll just cause drama. If you want to know, come by Bates and Stream, Gossip Guys and all that shit, and you'll probably eventually edit there, as it doesn't constantly get brought back up. So after a while, you will hear one of us mention it. Someone has again asked me why I sound like Alp. That is because we are both Scouse. Someone's asked me if I'm jealous of Suarez. I think Suarez is a very, very good football player, but he's an absolute dickhead. And if there's some people who just don't deserve the amount of money that they get, and the fame and stuff like that, and I think that he's one of them because he's literally just an absolute arsehole. I can't deny that he's excellent at football and he's a really good player. His finishing's a bit off sometimes, but his all-round play is insane, and he'd probably get into most teams in the Premier League, but it doesn't change the fact that he's an absolute cunt. Next, someone has asked me to try and pronounce their last name. It's because he's got a quite different, is probably the correct word for it, last name. I think it's pronounced Kersenberger, but it probably isn't. It's probably foreign. I've just absolutely butchered it. But hey ho, we'll move on. Dutinio has asked me what my favourite Pokemon game is. That is probably Pokemon Blue. It's the one that I use in Pokemon FIFA, and it's the one that I played when I was little. Got myself up to, well, I completed the game basically. The Elite Four, I think it's called. I had like a level 100 Blastoise and all stuff like that. I used to play it so much, I absolutely loved it. Slimbo96 has asked me if when I wake up in the morning, do I kiss a picture of Finn from Misfits and say, I love you, bro? And this is, again, a running joke in the Twitch community and a little bit on my videos as well now, that I sound exactly like the new guy from Misfits, the one who replaced Rudy. I haven't actually watched the new series of Misfits, so I don't quite know what he sounds like, but I assume he's Scouse and I sound exactly the same as him. Tits or arse? I'd probably go with arse. If Everton were to fold, who would I support? It'd probably be Liverpool, just because that's the closest other team to me, or if not York, as I do live in York half of the year as well. So, and it'd also be quite cool to support a lower league team. I feel it'd be like a lot more intimate is probably the word, as you feel like close as the players and stuff like that, rather than crammed in a stadium with 40,000 other people. The next serious question is, would I do a live stream of Pokemon FIFA? Now, I do live stream occasionally. I do it a lot more when I'm at home rather than when I'm at uni. But I don't think I'd ever live stream Pokemon FIFA, as it would probably take away the, I don't know how to put it, the fact that it's not actually, the players aren't actually evolving. Obviously, you already know, but if you were to watch me go out and play the game and just buy the player and stick him in the team, it's not quite the same as watching me play the Pokemon and then the player just pops up in my team. You probably get what I mean. It's just not the same as seeing it in a video. Suarez or Yelly, I assume that means Yelovich. I would probably go for Yelovich. Suarez is, as I've said, a really good player, and I do admire his footballing skills, but he's an absolute twat, so I'd have to pick Yelovich over the top of him. And Yelovich is also very good and scores quite a lot of goals for Everton. The next question, or the next serious question at least, I've skipped quite a few of the ridiculous ones, is what do I think of Wigan football team? Wigan aren't a bad team in general. It's pretty sad that, I say sad as in disappointing, not sad as in your team's so sad, like laughing at them. Like, it's unfortunate for them that their team is right in the middle, or Wigan the city is right in the middle of Manchester and Liverpool, so there's like four big established teams around them: Everton, Liverpool, Man City and Man U, that they are competing for fans with, so they never really fill the stadium. I've been to a couple of away games at Wigan, and the stadium's never more than half full, apart from the away end, which is a bit ironic. But anyway, so it's unfortunate for them that they are surrounded by such other big clubs that they're competing for fans for, but they still do alright for themselves. They are in the Premiership, obviously, so they're not doing too bad, and they are a pretty decent team. Someone has asked me quite a philosophical question. He's asked me, are we living to die or dying to live? I don't quite understand what he means. I think what he's getting at is, are we born to live or born to die? And I think live. Just go out, do what you've got to do, have fun with your life, and it doesn't matter. Don't worry about saving up thousands of pounds, because when you die, you're not going to be able to spend it anyway. Go out and have fun and just do what you want to do. Someone's asked me, how did Capgun Tom escape from Minecraft? If any of you didn't see it, Tom put a vlog up and his head looked so square, it was unreal. He looked like one of the Minecraft characters. So he has been getting absolutely abused for having a square head basically now in all of his videos and Bates and Stream and stuff like that. So I don't know how he escaped from Minecraft, but obviously he has done. Someone's asked, who is my favourite Everton player and who's my favourite player from FIFA 13? My favourite Everton player is probably Leighton Baines, because I personally believe that he is one of, if not the best left back in the world. I mean, Marcelo got Team of the Year left back, which I can't really comment as I don't watch too much Liga BBVA football or anything like that. But from what other people have been saying, he hasn't played massively well this year, and Baines has been absolutely insane. All people who still maintain that Ashley Cole is better than Baines can just fuck off, really. They're just totally wrong. He's so good, and all the stats are just totally in Baines' favour, so he's all just talking rubbish. Maybe one day, long time ago, he used to be a lot better than him, but not anymore. As for my favourite player in FIFA 13, it's a hard one because I like to change my teams around all the time, but it's probably going to have to be Melixon, the silver Israeli guy from the Polish league. He is absolutely insane, scores some incredible long shots, and he's just a really top class player, especially for a silver that costs about 600 coins. Someone asked me a nice simple question of how old I am. I am 19. How did you get started on YouTube? I basically just set up a channel, interacted with some other YouTubers, and grew on from there, helped each other out, stuff like that. So if anyone's looking to start up a channel, just be nice to people and friendly, and you can help each other out and you will grow together. Someone asked me if I am a fast runner. Not anymore, however, I did used to be pretty quick. I used to run for me school, and I did go to join an athletics club once, and they asked me if I wanted to be in it, but I went to the first couple of training sessions, and it's really like you've got to be proper flexible to be able to run in the style that they want you to, and I just wasn't flexible at all from playing too much football, and pulled all my hamstrings and couldn't play football for a couple of weeks. So I preferred football to athletics. Looking back, I probably should have stuck with athletics because I was considerably better at that than I was at football, but I was young and I loved football, so I just carried on with football and gave up the athletics as I couldn't do both. Someone's asked me what football player I'd most like to punch, and you can probably guess by my answer to the other questions. That's probably Luis Suarez, or maybe El Hadj Diouf, or just someone disgusting like that who I really hate. Someone asked me why I quit YouTube for 2 months, and that was because I did make a video on this. It was because my dad passed away, so I just wanted to take a break and a little bit of time to myself and stuff like that, and didn't really feel like making YouTube videos. Another question is what I'm studying at uni. That is another quick one. That's psychology. Someone's asked how I got the foot founder, and I assume he means on my Ultimate Team. It says Ultimate Team founder. That is because I've had Ultimate Team since 2009 when it first came out. I didn't really start playing it properly until FIFA 12, but I have been on them all at least once on this account, so it says Ultimate Team founder at the top, whereas for other people it'll tell them when their club was established. Someone's asked me what the AJ in my name stands for, and I may as well just explain my whole name, to be honest. The A is for Andy, my first name. The J is for Joseph, my middle name. The FIFA is because it's a FIFA channel, and the 3 is because AJ FIFA was already taken, so I had to stick a number in it somewhere. Next question is, if I was to start a new series, would I name it after a cartoon or anime? And I assume this is because of Pokemon FIFA. But no, I don't think I'd do another one like that. I would quite like to do a series like Nepenthes' Ruin a Randomer, where you just play a game and live comment. So I'm thinking of doing something like that, where I just go from Division 5 to Division 1 on a fresh account and live com each game. But we'll see whether that comes into being or not, or if I just carry on with Pokemon FIFA and random squad builders and maybe some trading videos and stuff like that every now and again. Someone's asked me, is Zidane or Figo? I can't really remember them because I was reasonably young when the two of them were in their prime, but from what I can remember and from his amazing headbutt, I'd have to go with Zidane. Iniesta or Xavi is definitely Iniesta. Who do I think will win the Premier League and the Champions League? I think the Premier League will be won by Man United and the Champions League by Barcelona, but you never know. Anything can happen in the Champions League. I mean, Chelsea managed to win it by just parking the bus in front of the goal, so it's really anyone's game. Who do I think I'll be in Team of the Year? Well, that's a bit late now as it's been announced. Who was the guy who left YouTube because of Omegle? This is actually a very interesting question. What he's referring to is I Fly Illini, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Basically was on a version of Omegle that's porn, and was sitting on there jacking himself off, and a couple of his subs logged onto the site, noticed it was him and said something to him, and instead of just doing the sensible thing and pretending that they don't know what it's on about, he reacted to it, and then they obviously knew it was actually him, and it got out and he was just totally embarrassed and quit YouTube over it basically because he was getting so much abuse for it. If you could interview anyone from your life, living or dead, but not a celebrity, who would it be? Well, if I couldn't interview a celebrity, then it'd be someone that I already knew. Any person I know that I can't just go and talk to anyway is my dad, so I'd probably do that. It's quite a deep and miserable question. FIFA Gamer 94 asks what's my favourite pizza topping. That is pepperoni. Who do I support? Everton. Will I marry you? No. Milk or cookies, or cookies and milk? I don't like milk, but I do like cookies, so it depends. I wouldn't have the milk anyway, so I'd have to have the cookies first, although it doesn't really matter which order it's in, does it? Because it's just cookies, so yeah. Bit of a pointless question because I don't like milk. And finally, the last comment on the video is, will I do a 1 hour Pokemon FIFA episode? And that is an absolute resounding no. It takes absolutely ages just to make a 5-minute episode, probably about 3 or 4 hours, including recording and commentary, editing and all that stuff. If I was to do a 1 hour one, it would probably involve something like 30 hours of editing, so I could not be bothered to do that, and I'll just put them out in 5-minute increments when I fancy making one. But as I've said, that is the last comment, so well done if you've managed to get this far in the video. Thanks for listening to me waffle on and answer your questions, and again, thanks for all the support. Like I said, Pokemon FIFA playlist is in the description, so go and give that a watch and make sure you're all caught up before the new episodes come out. Thanks for watching this, guys. Give this a like if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you next time.